any advice.
Okay.
We are going live and we are live. Yay! Good morning. Good morning, Susa.
Good morning,
How are
Alberta.
you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much for meeting you here, Kathy. I'm super excited for you, and I'd like to congratulate you as well, because this is the first time I'm having you online on a live chat. You've done really well in the last, few week. I think a week you've been in
Yeah,
the business. Yeah. So congratulations to you again. Good morning, everyone. It may be very early. I was in your side, but um, we had to go with our schedule and also the connection issues. So we're happy to be here. So good morning from Melbourne. My name is Alberta. I'm your Islander girl, and I am originally from Buka in Bougainville, Papua New Guinea. But I'm currently based in Melbourne, Australia, while running my digital business. I'm a mom of three. One is already out there. You can
yeah,
see um, two teenagers, and also I'm a wife, a healthcare professional, and a proud digital business owner and a business coach. So this morning I've got Kathy with me. Kathy, I don't know Kathy. I don't know Kathy well before, but now I get to meet her in the business, and she's a new family to our community. So, welcome, Kathy. You can introduce yourself now.
thank you, Alberta. Thank you, Coach. Um, my name is Cathy, and I'm originally from Sepik, Papua New Guinea.
Yeah,
I'm a full-time working mom as an accountant with one of the corporate companies here in um, PNG. And I have two kids. I'm a single mom, and I have two kids. Um, I'm I'll say I'm a proud mom to these two kids at the moment. They're already adult. One is 20 and
wow.
the other one is 21. Yeah.
Wow, okay. They're already adults. Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And how did you find this? How did you find this business?
Um, I I found this business in 2021 when I was
Okay.
scrolling to my Facebook and I saw the ad coming up, and it's from the person I'm talking with
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
okay.
And like I was interested, and I said, okay. So I went and I sent in my email address and my name, and
Yeah,
then the message came up and invite me to that live webinar.
yeah,
So I was following it, and then for some reason I went and I unsubscribe again
yeah.
on that, and then that was in 2020, and then 2021 I keep on following your page. I was following your
Okay.
page. I was watching, and I was like interested. So I said, I must keep on watching and see. So I went in, I had a look, and then I said, okay, let me um, try. So in 2021, I kept on following your page, and I was watching, and I was inspired by you for the things that you have, go on, and you did your um, marketing, the attracting marketing,
Yeah,
and I said, oh, that's really nice. So I should have joined. And for me, why I jumped on this year, because I
actually,
made a promise to myself that when I reach the age of 40,
yeah,
I like to quit job and
yeah, yeah,
just relax and do my own thing. But because of um my son is in grade
yeah,
12 at the moment, because of him, I kept on working just to support him and see where he goes from there
yeah, yeah.
on. I kept on working at the moment. So Um, at this, when it comes to this year, I said, no, I have to, put my foot down. And I said, it's about time I have to get into that business and see how I go. So
Ah,
I joined, yeah.
thank you for that. And you're like me when I turned 40 as well. When I
Mhm,
had Stan, I said Stan is so little, but I can't keep continue working like this. I have to find a way to exit because I find that it's for me. I find that I can do better running my own business. That's
mm,
what I believe in, than being caught up at work and um, not making that money that you're supposed to sustain yourself for a long time. That's what I always believed in. Because when I was in Papua New Guinea, I did a couple of things. Um, in I always had an entrepreneurship mindset. Not sure why, but I believe that I was doing well outside than in my job. In terms of, I did little things like in Port Moresby, I used to do finance. Like I registered. People used to come and borrow money from me a lot,
mhm,
and while I was doing that, I realized that a lot of people need that service. So I registered that little finance company, a business, and not call it company. I call it a business, and I registered it, and it went really well. It did really well because I was serving public servants, even private sectors,
mm,
and they come to me after hours, like after work. So I had to run it from home. That's what I did, and I did really well. But when I came over to study here, I realized that I need to train someone to do that because when I was here, it was still going. I was using I did uh um I went
mm,
through the payroll, so the finance was really working well. And then when I came here, I realized, oh, no, I don't have a sibling that I can really teach to because I only trusted my own sibling
yeah,
that could take over from that. I didn't trust anyone else, but needed to train one of them. But um, they didn't have an accounting background. One of the things that I found it tough, and also
mhm,
they were not in the right mindset that I had. Anyway, I came, did things here, and I still survived without a job when I was a student here, which I did a couple of things. I always believe that there is something that we can do smarter
mm,
with our time than being caught up in a desk 8 hours in a day. So that's me, and now it's became a reality when this business showed up. I'm also really loving this because I try my best to do it for my sons, and
yeah.
my eldest is nearly going to be 18, and that's
Uh-huh.
one of the things that I want to pass on to him, and teach him to have an entrepreneur mindset as well, because in school we are only taught go and get a good qualification and find a good job. That's all we know when we grew up. But then when we came out, we realized that no, I don't think only degrees can get you a better job, and you can see the people that are running their own business are doing really well as well.
Mm,
Yeah. So thank you for that. I have. I think our questions are really short. We'll make it short today.
yeah.
What What are the name three things you are now enjoying? You're very new in the journey, in your journey. Name three things that you are enjoying since starting your digital business.
Okay, one is um I like the free time,
Yeah,
working in my own pace and on my own time. I don't
yeah,
need to be, like be bossed around.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I enjoyed, and I like that business. That's why I jumped on. Um, and the other thing is I enjoyed, like, I will have free time, most of the free time with my kids now.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time with them because when I'm been working, I with the like growing up, I haven't been there most of the time with them. Like
Yeah.
it's 8 to 5, and then weekends, and so that's one of the things that I will enjoy. And yeah, the thing is having my on time, like whenever I want to go do my own things. And then yeah, those are the three things that I enjoyed being a digital, to get on
Yeah.
board and do my own things. That's one of. I'm not a outgoing person. Like, I'm not that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's this
The
is one
the the
that
business is changing you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's so very like I resonate because I'm the same.
Mm,
I I've always been private, and I'm not an outspoken person as well. A lot of people said, "Oh, you got a little voice." We grow up with this negativity, and we believed it that okay, I'm not good in public speaking. I'm not good in front of cameras. But now, look at what the business has done. It
yeah.
has really, really changed me, and I'm sure you will experience this as well. Even we think so much about what the outside world thinks about us, what other people think about us, our families and friends. But my mindset has shifted since I came into this business. That none of what they're saying or what they're thinking is something that I should worry about. You know that's their business. So I should actually just think about what my goals are and why I'm doing this. My biggest why is always my children. I want more quality time with them, and seeing being in this business for nearly 2.5 years now, I enjoy and I don't regret anything at all being around Stan and my two boys. And sometimes the two boys, they're teenagers, right?
Mm,
They say, "Oh, mom, why are you here? You should be at work, teenagers." And I say, "No, I have to be here and see what you guys are up to." I'm always checking on them, going out with them. And sometimes they don't like it, but they realize that they need me. Some days they think because they're boys, they think, oh, we don't want mom to be here. But then they realize, oh, we always need mom. We always need mom. And that's one of the best things that we can give back to our children. Because once they start their own life, you won't enjoy that moment anymore. And the other good thing as well is this business can be passed on to them as a legacy.
mm,
That's something that so many parents worry about, or a lot of parents. I mean, at times we don't know when life happens, when we are
yeah.
called home, and other, sometimes it's sad to see you leave nothing behind. With your job won't be passed on to your kids. Your position or in your job will never be passed on to your children, but
Right.
your digital business can be. Yeah, so thank you. I got okay. We have the last advice. Any advice to anyone watching us
um
on?
I'll say this if if I can do this, anyone can do this.
Definitely, and I
That's
like that.
that's
I
my
like
advice.
that because in our community,
Mm,
um, we can see so many thousands of people succeeding and reaching their big goals, big dreams, and a lot of them are stay-at-home moms, full-time moms, And I get really inspired by one of our community leaders. She was the host for the free webinar yesterday, Rawan, and she inspires me because she's financially secured, she's financially free. She's bought off $1 million properties. How could it be for a full-time mom and
Mm,
for someone who didn't have any degree, who didn't make it up to uni?
mm,
It's amazing how this business has just changed her within a span of 6 years. 6 years he's been doing this business, and I am really inspired by her. She used to One of the things that I've watched her and I follow her, she says that her accent, because she doesn't speak good English, because she's Lebanese.
mm.
She, really, the thing that made her think that she won't succeed was her English. She thought that, oh, I won't succeed in this business because I never made it, further to higher qualifications with my English. People will laugh at me, but hey, the business changed her, and look at her, 6 years back. And that's something that I know we will, be part, we will be there, and we are already there. You know, a lot of things has changed for me personally, like my personal growth, confidence, because that's how we're taught in this community. We're taught um, our personal development, confidence, leadership skills. That's something that we are taught, and I'm, as a coach now, I couldn't believe that I made it to become a coach and a leader. Do you understand that? And someone is at the back. Do you want to say good morning, Stan?
Good morning, Stan.
Say good morning. He's like my alarm clock. So I don't need to put an alarm clock. He's always on the spot, 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So yeah. So I say, okay, I don't need to put an alarm clock then. I got, let's acknowledge someone who's watching us. Dalton
Mm.
Busukana. Thank you for sharing. I believe he's watching from Solomon Islands.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Delta.
you, Dalton. So, to those that are interested, if you need any information to the free webinar, the my link is on the screen there, www.albertatagusukalena.com. You can register your name and email, and you can get a link to tomorrow's free webinar to go and watch the free webinar. The only way to start this business is to watch that webinar because we don't convince people, we don't recruit people, and we don't force people to be part of this business. So
Exactly.
you have to go yourself and watch the free webinar. And if you think the business is yours, then by all means reach out and we can help you further. Cathy, either Cathy or me, you can see Cathy's name as well on the screen. I think in our next go live, she can have her website on. Yeah, she's
Yes.
very new and she hasn't built her funnel yet. So I'm sure in our next go live, she'll be ready
Yes.
with her funnel. But for now, you can just register on my website, and you can go and watch those free webinar. And you can also meet, the full time mom that I was just talking about. She is a great host for the webinar. So with that, thank you so much, Kathy, for your time. I'm sure it's work time. I mean, you're preparing to go to your 9 to 5 grind. I will let you go.
Yes.
And for me, I'm prepared to watch the webinar, I mean, the business masterminds at 11 a.m. today. So I'm excited for this because our leaders, our leaders in our community had a 4 days what do you call it, retreat, leadership retreat, and I'm sure they took away a lot of gold nuggets that they will share in the mastermind today. So I'm really really excited to watch that mastermind. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from these leaders, and that's something that we get inspired by. A lot of people from around the world sharing their knowledge and their wisdom and their experiences on how they became financially secure as well. And these are people that are making 6 to 7 figures. There was more than how many people that went to Canada, from around the world to go and have this leadership retreat. So it was amazing. So thank you so much. You have an amazing day, Cathy. Thank you so much to those that will be watching this replay as well. Reach out if you need help. We are more than happy to guide you through on your first step to start your own. So with that,
You.
yeah, yeah,
Thank
sorry,
you.
go
Thank
ahead.
you, Alvita.
You did really well your first go live, but look, you know, you did amazing, and I'm sure this is something that you will test out your first live. For me, that's what I always look back to. 2 years on to this business, I go and I look at how I grew, and that's recorded, and it's really amazing. So thank you.
Thank you. You have a nice day too.
You too.